Good morning. Today is Friday and I am going to see Cinderella. Yay! This is my third time seeing Cinderella. I saw it quite recently, but I entered into their lottery. They have a lottery where you can get really good seats for, I think it's like £25. And I entered their lottery a few weeks ago, and I think on Saturday, I got told that I won tickets. Yay! So that's exciting. I'm wearing my Cinderella shirt just to get into the mood, and I mean, I don't have to get into the mood, I'm already in the mood. But I was listening to the soundtrack this morning as I got ready. It is 8 and I feel like I've already done stuff. I woke up just over an hour ago, and it's my sister's boyfriend's birthday today, so they had a Colin the Caterpillar cake, just so good. I just had a tiny slither just because it's quite early and I don't typically eat for another few hours ish. It depends on the day, but I don't eat first thing in the morning, and it's very, very sweet. So yeah, I think it's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've had a Colin the Caterpillar cake. It's been a while, but it was really good. And then I also I did some work as well. I sent out a contract that I had to send out, and I read some of my book. I read a chapter of this book that I just started. I used to be a massive Nicholas Sparks fan when I was my teens. I'd read all of his books. He has a few that have recently come out that I haven't read, including The Return, so I thought I would pick that one up. I felt like I needed more of a, I don't know, a classical, because his books tend to be really, really sad, but they are quite easy to read through, and I just feel like they're not lighthearted. That's completely the wrong thing. I don't know why I picked this up, but I felt like I needed something more of that style than after the book that I have just finished, which is Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now, if you have not read Verity, I recommend that you do. I still don't know how I feel about the ending, so I'm trying to talk to different people that have read it to get clear on how I feel about it, because yeah, it's a lot. So I don't want to ruin it for anyone, and I'm not going to say more than that, but if you haven't read it, I do recommend. That's the third book of hers that I've read, and I really, really like her writing style. It's one of those, she's one of those authors, well, so far, that you can just pick up that book and read it in a day, and they're quite easy to sail through, although this one was very different than what I had previously read. And I don't like scary, suspenseful books because they stress me out, and this was definitely one of those. And then my best friend for Valentine's Day ordered me a bunch of books, which was so lovely of her. So I got You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry, and then The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This came really highly recommended as well. Everyone's talking about, to be fair, the 3 of them that she got me are books that everyone's talking about. And then The Maid by Nita Prose, which only came in hardback. And I have this, hardback books are beautiful. Oh, it's out of focus. Hardback books are beautiful, but because I take a book everywhere I go, so even if I'm going to the theatre, I will take a book with me because I have to commute to the theatre. So I take a book wherever I go, and that just means that with hardback books, it's a little bit difficult because I just shove them in my backpack, and I just feel like they get ruined quite easily. So yeah, I mean, they look beautiful on shelves, but I'm just not a massive fan. I would rather get a paperback than a hardback, and I wanted to get that book and they didn't have it in a paperback, and they weren't going to have it till January 2023. So I was like, do you know what, it's fine, I'll just I'll just deal with it. I'm going to show you the cake as well now. So this is our little Colin. This was my piece, so like I cut quite a tiny, I mean that looks like quite a chunky piece, and I just had like half-ish of that, and I left the little shoe for later. But this is our little Colin, very cute. And then congratulations on your ongoing existence. That's from my sister, that's from Gal. And then I got him this one. I'm not making any more age-related jokes. You've reached the age where it's genuinely not funny anymore. For some reference, he's turned 26 and was quite like, oh, I'm turning 26. I'm 26. So I was like, welcome to the club. In terms of today, it's 8:15 at the moment. I have a meeting with like the heads of departments of the company that I work for at 10. I have to make a coffee. I still haven't had my coffee. But yeah, I have that meeting. That's kind of like the big thing that's happening today. And then I have a bunch of things that I have to do. So speak to different people on the team, continue to build out certain things that I'm building out for, I know that sounds so vague, but basically using Notion to kind of build out various things for the company to make sure that it runs as efficiently as possible. And then we'll start getting ready for the theatre in the late afternoon and then head over there. I love getting to the theatre like annoyingly early, but I've realised that with Cinderella and Evan Hansen, so I've been to see Dear Evan Hansen 3 times now. This is my 3rd time going to see Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella, and both of those productions have certain sounds that the audience has to sit and listen to prior to the show starting. So for Dear Evan Hansen, it's like the pinging of a phone, like when you get a text or like you get a notification. It's that sound until the show starts. So I have typically arrived like 45 minutes early, sat at my seat and had to listen to ping, 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 ping. And it gets to a point where it starts to drive you crazy. I typically have a book with me and I'll read. But like if you tune into it, you're like, oh, I have to get out. And with Cinderella, it's little birds. So it's just like cheep, cheep, cheep in the back. And that's, again, that's fine. The first time I went with my sister and we were talking, and like the set designs, like the stage is so beautiful. So there's a lot to like look at and take in. And then the second time I went by myself and I was there a little bit too early and I sat right at the front. And the sounds were just like, I was like, oh, okay. So I think I'm not gonna get that as early because I've already seen the theatre and I've seen it since they've reopened. So like nothing will have changed. I saw it like 3 weeks ago maybe. So I'm not gonna get that as early. I will get there, you know, within a reasonable time frame, probably like, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes before curtain goes up. So yeah, but I'm really excited. Today's going to be a lovely day. I'm really happy it's Friday as well. I have a really fun weekend planned ahead of me. It's been an interesting week, but I'm very happy that the weekend is here. I'm so happy that I get to finish this week with the theatre, because in my opinion there's no better way to finish the week off than with a theatre trip. But yeah, I'm going to make a coffee and then crack on with some work, and I will talk to you later.
From a movie scene to made a people in my dreams. The last time, if I recall, was a feeling of being alone. I don't know if
the coffee has been made. I just love a good, oh my god, it smells so good. That coconut milk, the Rude Health coconut milk, it's so good. Oh my god, it's just, I know whenever we have that in the house that my coffee is going to be delightful. I actually have to get on a last minute meeting in 2 minutes, so I'm very happy that I made my coffee get me through that, and then I have a meeting at 10, and then I will update you with what's happening after that.
feel the ocean view, and I pray that it won't be over soon. Oh my, I miss the sun. Just wait, it won't be too long till we arrive the coming day. Please ignore my restless face, 'cause it's so hard to keep it all together ever since we left. I guess it just makes sense to what the
Meetings are done. I just have a few things that I want to finish in the next like hour-ish or so, before I can just chill out a little and then start getting ready to go see Cinderella. But I wanted to show you because I'm not very good at holding this, am I? I wanted to show you because this looks so, it just looks incredible. But it's my second coffee of the day, and I've decided to have an iced one because I'm feeling a little bit warm. I should probably take my fleece off. And I'm obsessed with this little cup that I have with rainbows on it. So I'm having an iced coffee with that coconut milk that I love, the Rude Health one. I'm gonna have that, work for another hour-ish. It is 3, so yeah, hour and a half, work till like 4:30, and then just like chill out a bit and then get ready for the theatre. So I'm so excited, but I will catch you guys later. I will say that if this makes it into my vlog, I know that like my best friend Cassidy is going to be watching this and being like, you're doing that wrong, but you're not here, so I have to do it myself. So this is what we get. Okay, the lighting is, I have a pink light. Maybe I should. Okay, the lighting is really, really bad. I'm so bad at this. This is it. This is the finished look. I'm also wearing lipstick, which I said I would start doing because I am very, very, very pale. And although I naturally get really flushed in my face, can't say the same about my mouth. So my lips tend to look very, very, very pale. And I always notice in photos, I'm like, it's like you don't have a mouth. So I said that I would start wearing like more of a nudie like lip thing, which is, this is the one that I have. So that's it. My face is done, so I am ready, and it is almost 5 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap up some last minute work bits. I've done far more than I had on my list today, which is really good. Always a lovely feeling. And then I'm gonna get dressed and head to the theatre. There has been a storm in London, England, so far today, and they've named it, that's how like intense this storm is. Storm Eugene, I think Eunice. And it's been quite intense. Like, we've been told by the Met, like the Metropolitan Police, not to leave the house unless it's absolutely essential, but apparently the storm is meant to have died down by 3 p.m. and it definitely looks better, just staring out my window, it definitely looks better than it did like earlier on in the day. Earlier on in the day, like, people were struggling to walk outside. I was like looking out the window and people were like fighting against the wind. That's how extreme it was. It still looks quite windy, but it should be okay. Either way, I will be heading to Belleville. I will be heading to the Gillian Lynn Theatre, unless the show is cancelled, which is not going to happen. So very, very exciting. Can't be asked to take my camera out, but we are en route to go see Cinderella.
as usual, absolutely incredible. It was so good. There was a new, like, the stepmother wasn't the like principal stepmother. I think it was like she was an alternate or a cover or something, but she was so good. And obviously Carrie and Ivano were absolutely incredible. I just love that show so much. It's so good, and like cast are all so talented, and like the music, the dance numbers, the staging, it's amazing. It is very cold and very windy. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna try get on the bus. Last time it wasn't running, which is a little bit annoying, but try get on the bus. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a little like, leave a cheeky little comment, and I will see you